Hello. Greetings and salutations and all that. Let me get this over here. Oh, I need to turn this on. There we go. So I don't look as sickly. best get this in early. Yeah, cheers, man. How's it going? For you, I shall drink the water and maybe theoretically be healthy. I say theoretically because it's like, I probably need to do a lot more than just drink water to fix all my problems. It's a whole thing. So we turn this on. Get this going. Hopefully there won't be any issues with the game launching this time. Supergiant's early games seem to, I imagine, because there's been like several versions of Windows since the release of some of these games, but some of Supergiant's early games act a little weird when you're first starting them up. So it's always like fingers crossed. Hopefully there will be no problems this time, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it's straight out of the fridge, man. Straight out of the fridge. I keep all of my bottles of water cold because it encourages me to drink them. Like I can withstand room temperature water, but I don't particularly like it. But you give me some cold water, and I'm down to clown. Like I'm drinking that stuff all day. Well, not all day. Like I do need flavor in my life, so I do have like other things I drink. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but I need to launch Pyre twice before it'll actually start up. So it's like I click start, I wait a little bit, then I have to stop it, then I'll have to start it again. But we're here now. Let me just now let me alt tab out of it so I can do. I think I was on the left for this game. I think that's what we decided was the way to do it. But as for myself, I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired from work yesterday. But that's just par for the course at this point, I think. Um. Oh God! I'm starting on a right. Oh, I must have hated myself yesterday. Starting future me immediately on a right is just cruel and unusual punishment. But we're doing it. Yeah, mid shift is usually not too bad. We were just really busy in the early afternoon yesterday. It was a Friday. I should have probably expected as much. But, it's can still be a bit exhausting. Just dealing with the public. You and the others are busying yourselves for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Faye behaving strangely. More than usual. What's wrong, Faye? Maybe he is here. I think he has to be somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I was just... Oh, it's just, I think maybe a friend is here? And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Agoraphobia. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that, because that would make things even more difficult, right? Wait, that's him, my friend is here, he's here! Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the nest of Trieste. They begin making necessary preparations. Faye rushes over to them before anyone can stop her. even if the stars above start shining through the darkness. I have to admit, that's a pretty... It's a pretty good logo that this game has.
Look forth, you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes summon you to the nest of Triesta. The triumvirate you stand against shall be the Fate. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom. Now, prepare yourselves.
Oh, hello again, hello! Why? Oh god, I don't remember his voice. Why, hello indeed, young one. We are the Fate, and once again we hail you and all the Nightwings. Thanks. I'm wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not, but let me see here. Almer, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he is not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay, I mean, my friend, I hope that he remembers me. You... Wait, where is he? Father? Father! Oh, hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had best not be some Nightwing's trick, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Almer. Our cordial adversaries wish to salute you, I believe. Oh, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us all, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times maybe, they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch his face, skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is about your age? Father!
Now let us get started.
Oh, right, yeah, we have to study our adversaries. Oh, I want this. Oh my goodness. Dying Flame? Oh, they all have it equipped too. Okay, so I already knew a lot about... Crime was a resisting arrest. Okay, his was blasphemy. Man, that sucks. Your only crime was being loyal to your family. That's... Okay, so let me see here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on those that are really good at scoring. This was kind of a mistake last time, but I think if I'm playing it smart, then
Sir Gilman, it is done.
this night can think of none so honorable as the Fate, excluding present company, of course. Steel yourself, Armor. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
Commence.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
That's a great start. Oh, right, I can't... Oh! Oh, I actually did that. It was unintentional, but I did it. I did it. I am good at video games. Oh god.
How brazen.
I don't like how sometimes I'm just running into the enemy. No.
A stroke of luck is all.
Nope. Oh, he took out both of my teammates. That was very smart of him, actually.
The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
I forget how to... No, that's not how I do that. Okay, this is how I fly. I'm having to remember the controls. It's actually quite embarrassing.
Dolver plunged into the adversaries. Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own. No, you don't. From burning flame to ash.
Jumped right over me.
Verily,
Let me sneak right by.
one careless step. Magnificent.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get back in the back into the groove of it. Impressively conducted this point, O Nightwings. Yet while our pyre burns, we still shall strive. I mean, that's fair. I too shall strive. Nope.
With grace.
No!
Struggle all you like, reader.
No!
Fear not the purifying flame. The rite is nearly ended.
Oh god. Oh, I wasn't. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking back to see if he was trying to take out my, you know, my other character. What was happening there? That's fine. Nope, 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 nope.
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail again.
Could have played that better.
Such a well-conducted victory.
There's something about having to keep the multiple characters in mind that my brain's just not, like, it's just not fully computing. It's like, you know, I want to make sure my other characters aren't taken out in case I need to pass the ball, but I need to focus on the character I'm currently moving so I don't just run into their aura, you know, the enemy's aura. It's a whole thing. Wait, I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologize, I think? Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all triumphants. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Almer, is it Almer? I just had a question. Ask quickly, then go about your business. Oh, would you be my friend?
Huh?
What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle like your father, so... I shall see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here to be closer together, not to be apart.
There is much to learn from this experience. that could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Oh, okay. Choose a... So what was this again? After banishing an adversary, she moves 30% faster. Mythic can use her dash ability to rapid succession. And for... Yeah, I think I'm going to do the dash. Let's dash away to our heart's content.
Until the next round.
Until we meet again, dear narrator person whose name I'm half suspecting may or may not be Homer. Until the next... I hope that was a satisfactory hydration. Hydration to you as well, Franny. I feel like that's just our greeting now. It's not hello. It's not salutations. No, it's none of that. It's hydration to you on this wonderful day. At least I hope it is a wonderful day for you as you hydration all over the place. Just back in the wagon after defeating the fate rather soundly, you are able to recover for a time, though you have another task this night. Time again to seek out where the rites shall take you next, by searching for an answer in the waning starlight. Hydration to you. Actually, you know what? Hold on. No. I could do you better than that. Hold on, let me just... Hydration to you. Your camera is not frozen. I have just mastered the ability of standing so still, I become almost invisible. Hydration to you. Also, yeah, Guten Abend, if I'm saying that right. Alright, so wherefore art we going? The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Okay, so we're here. Looks like we're going back south no matter what we do. So for this one, we're playing against the Dissidents. I kind of don't want to play against them. The Essence and the Chastity. It was like a stare down, right? It was like a no blinky contest. Like, who breaks first? The answer, of course, is me, because, you know, I'm... Amazing. Yeah, let's check the old planner. So we're still in the lead, but simultaneously it doesn't matter. We're always going to be able to do the final right, no matter what. Oh, and because I'd lost to them, I'm probably going to have to face them in the final bout. Oh, that sucks. Everyone else I'm like undefeated against, but the Withdrawn have actually beaten me once. See, they sensed our battle of auras as we wished ourselves a good hydration on this fine day. They got your back, I think, is what I'm saying. They're like, we are ready. You know, you could think of it as a right in and of itself. Just anyway, I don't know who I want to play against. Like, the thing I'm gonna have to be very, very careful about, at least if I want to complete the good book, right, is I have to visit each area one more time now. What are our furless friends doing? They're so weird. I say that I've got this beard going. I think I'm gonna go for the essence because I want to see more interactions between Pamitha and her sister. So we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I am here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, a hawk of the High Wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. What happened to their fur, do you think? After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the Harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the Highwing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the Harps' small number. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathizer. Tamitha. Tamitha was... I just realized their names rhymed. I don't know how it took me this long to connect those dots. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose. But for now, I'd best try to catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though come morning, the black wagon will press onward. Page revealed, the fate. I imagine this floating thing driving Faye to distraction. Faye seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the ride, I think he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, then he left to go and find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so I think that maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so, too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? I mean, not necessarily, but it does help, right? I mean, for instance, we're both fighting for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He is very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time. Then... It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended for all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer as friends. That is what I think, little brother. And I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Almer and Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounces off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, miss. You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Permanently? Okay, sweet. Yes. I do wish her well. May her hope carry us all forward. The Fate. The Fate united under Minimane, the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of old bylaws of his four-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Minimane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their number from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. That's a good philosophy. I actually like that. No other new pages at the present time. Cool. Take a drink of this. And is there anything else? Like, what's everyone doing right now? Ruki is out for a stroll. Tizo is up in the rafters. Faye's nearby. Again, we just talked to her. Sir Gilman is standing watch. How very, very helpful and noble. Pamitha is having a drink. I'll have another one in solidarity. Hedwin's doing some minor repairs. Volfred is conferring with the Lone Minstrel, which means the Lone Minstrel is conferring with Volfred, and I think that's everyone. Am I forgetting someone? Hello, Fishy. Let's continue. Onward and upward. We're flying with style. Wait, go back. Back up. Hello! Hey, what's the big idea, huh? Oh, it's you Nightwings. Come to rub it in again, I guess. We Tempers, we've been trading flames with you who knows how long. So what, you got us once or twice lately. Matter of time before we go and get you back. So you might want to keep that in mind next time you go messing with these horns, hear me? Now get out of my sky. There was another wagon over here, but I guess they've moved on. It's fine. Well, how far south are we going? The forbidding cairn of Ha'ub lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shaq's six shoulders shall snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through the flagging hands. Few know its true significance as we do. Although your adversaries, the essence, should be on their way here that now. Soon you shall confront them once again. Sir Gilman expresses interest to see how the wild curs in this vicinity are doing. Faye seems interested in visiting the mud baths along this route. You know what, Faye? I'm going to indulge your curiosity. The Beyonder... Oh, there's another crystal trial. Crystal trial? There's another... I guess I'm calling it that because it's the Beyonder crystal, yeah. I need to trust myself. So what's everyone doing? Ruki is eating his share like a good boy. Tizo is running the centrifuge. Faye is, of course, talking to herself. Or the wall. Sir Gilman is debating with Volfred. Pamitha is off on her own. Hedwin is practicing his letters. I hope he becomes a good reader one day. Volfred is, of course, debating with Sir Gilman. The minstrel is doing some cleaning. Why, hello, my lovely reader. What might I do for you? What can I do for you? Wow, 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 wow. Very well. Let us consider who among those idiots is worth my limitless time. So I think everyone but Tizo has undergone the crystal trial. I wonder if he will ever be worthy. The poor little guy. You know? I think he is worthy indeed. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamitha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp. She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon, Pamitha arrives in heed of the summons. You called for me, Rita darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. At least Pamitha seems to know what's going on. Well, I don't think any of the others did. I think it was Sir Gilman thought he was in trouble. He was like, "What have I done, noble reader?" The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, harp. You answer to me here. Oh, a bossy one. Sure then, go on and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do, left to your own devices. Safe for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. I feel like this one should be fairly easy. Nope. Yeah, easy. Probably the only time that's going to be so easy. There now, is everybody happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both of you, and to your lovely reader. Now, be gone from here, before I have any second thoughts. You'd think, after spending an eternity alone, she'd want people to stay, hang out, have a chat, drink some spirit tea, or whatever passes for beverages within the crystal. My, that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? While flying after dodging after his pyre makes me... Okay. I mean, I kind of like earning money, but now that these rights are starting to get difficult, I'm going to go ahead and keep it as... Like, I'm going to take every advantage I can get. No one seems very much inclined to explore the blistering environs here, except for Faye, who is more upbeat even than usual. A sacred bath in mud cleanses the mind. At least I think it does, but come look, come look. She draws you by the hand toward one of the muddy pits and jumps right in, laughing. At first you are put off, and yet her joy is infectious. Soon you are in better spirits, as is she. You return together to the wagon, where you find yourself with time and motivation to pursue your vocations. Okay, so even more hope for Faye. You know, the problem with mentoring companions is that eventually I'm going to have to say, you know, goodbye to them. I think I'm still going to do it, you know. Of course, if I choose to just lose the rights on the mountain, I can keep everyone, right? Like, that's a thing. Not that I would intentionally choose to lose, but for the sake of hanging on to everyone. Skriok! You and Tiza go over his understanding of his aura and its connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. Krehum! Tizo believes that the size of one's aura does not always correlate with one's capacity in the right, and that is true. Like, Sir Gilman has, like, the smallest aura out of anybody I've got. But I'm scoring more with him than just about anybody, I think. Oh, Faye, you have more to say? Faye seems to be talking to the Black Wagon's walls again. Though this time something seems to have come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You are unsure whether to check in with her or leave her be. I don't know what to do, guys. Should I get her attention? I think I'm going to see what's up. Though Faye is clearly capable of surviving on her own, you do worry for her, and in this case, make an attempt to reach out to her. Oh, hi, miss. I don't think I saw you there just now, and so my little brother here and we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking. Why, my little brother, he is just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He can't respond, but he can listen, and he listens really well. Now, I'd like to get back to my conversation here with him, if you don't mind, and you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. It seems Faye is doing all right, after all. She did invite me to stay, so let's keep listening. You decide to take Faye up on her invitation to keep listening to her conversation with the wagon wall, her little brother, as she calls it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. It's that they always said that there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't really tell me what. They said that I was moon-touched, but so what? Those deemed impaired by Commonwealth standards, or very different in a negative sense. So then, the scribes, they called me here. They are the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel. They always were so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time, so no one that I recall really, although so much of it back then, I can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of it, I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out and let the scribes take care of me, they said. The scribes, they would take care of me. I was so very quiet here, and I was all alone, again, although I think I liked it more, being alone down here than being alone back there. Everybody's alone down here, or so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, but here, there was hardly anyone at all. All this reading is making me thirsty. If you want me to hydrate, this is the game. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know. And then one night I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer all my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad I found you and the others. I'm finally not alone. I'm finally not alone. And more importantly, I think, sometimes I may even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe, as we get closer, maybe I will get to feel that way more often, being here, being anywhere with you, with all my friends. You'll make me sing? Nah. Not gonna happen. She falls silent. Though you were concerned for her at first, you sense that now she is at peace. How's it going, Edsy? Welcome to Wagon Talk, featuring Faye. She wanders off, faintly smiling. Is it that you forced me to sing, or is it that you somehow tricked me into singing through some clever manipulation of the circumstances under which I chose to sing of my own volition? Oh, Faye. Let's check Faye's bio. It has been updated. Whoops. Vagrancy. So she was banished for that. Oink, oink. Or, yeah. You know, this Commonwealth sounds like is beginning to sound more and more like a terrible place. Practicing slashes, out on a hunt, brushing the imps with Ruki, strumming a tune, brushing the imps with Volfred, clearing the cobwebs, and of course Faye is nearby. How did I impersonate an animal while singing? Like, that sounds stressful to the vocal cords, you know? It sounds... You must have tricked me into doing that, because I don't think I would have done that of my own free will. I was pretending to be a duck or a chicken. Why? I mean, I know I do a lot of goofy, stupid shit here on the stream, but why do I not remember this? It sounds like good improv. You see, it was a Stardew stream. Well, that's when I met my silliest and my goofiest. So yeah, I can definitely see that. All right, let's learn about the Freedom Pact. We rid the land of an impending doom, but face another of its kind, for we know that we were trapped. Yet for I answered my own question. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. You can't remember everything, right? Especially if you're like, I don't know. It's like I've occasionally gone back and like watched old clips and whatnot, and I'm like, is that really me? Did I really do that? It's surreal. Yet for each danger which we faced, for every failed ambush by Arch, we met the gentle souls and kindred spirits of the downside, who deserved more than to fade from memory within this land. It was then that the stars themselves showed us the way, delineating the great voyage across the sea. Near broken we became, but then at last a moonlit vision, that of the rights, the rights! Thus shall we say of us, the 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Welcome to Survival. Yeah. The Cairn of Haub. How ironic that the shattered remnants of the Bone Titan Shaq's 6 shoulders, which once stood vigilant over the archway into flagging hands, remains now as forbidding as when that horrid monster still possessed unnatural life. After little Haub dispatched the Bone Titan in a feat of ingenuity, Shax's pieces fell onto the valley floor. Oh my god! Forming a set of standing stones, which Haub marked. Further, traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated into perfect frozen drops, which still shimmer in the darkness. 6 shoulders seems to start reanimating when the stars above him dance a certain way. Paint the sigil then in the shining light. That sounds very concerning. What is this? Mustering his courage, deep in thought, scouting the area, gazing up at the sky, cursing the stars. Oh, Sandra. Taking stock of the masks. Waiting for nightfall, scouting the grounds, lost in thought. The reader status is playing with the grease stone while drinking and attempting to make what someone might go. No, I've lost the stone. Oh, piss. I don't know how much money I've got. Oh, hey guys, look, I got something here I think which maybe you would like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. Sun serum. For the next strike. Oh. 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 Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess, and besides, they can give you just a little lift you need, you know what I mean? You get thirsty for them, don't even worry. I can get some more soon. I can buy one of each right now. Well, you see, you gotta have a snack ready at any time. You know, business is hungry work. You know, I spend all day
doing the trading, and I talk a lot, and I get real tired, you know, and I get hungry. So I always gotta have my sausages. You don't want to know what these are made of, though. It's a whole thing. Don't even worry about it. I'll sell them to you, but I mean, I get hungry, so I'm gonna keep them for myself.
You can't see it fully? Well, well, well. What an opportunity to allow you to see it for yourself as I slide over all stylishly. I'm primarily going to be on the left because when I'm on the right, sometimes it blocks the character portraits. And I know you all just love looking at my face, but I want to give you the opportunity to look at other faces. You know? So
Anyway, this is the full list of sausages over there. You know, I really like the green ones, but they're in the middle, and it's bad form to eat the middle ones first. So I gotta start with the blue one, and then I could eat the green ones, and then I don't really like the red one so much, but you know, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm
sorry, I got stuck in his voice. Anyway, I'm gonna move myself back over now. I don't know if I want to. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of folk in the downside. Should I use steroids for the rights? Should I buy these, or should I play a fair game? We got pinches and dashes of Stardust. Also, is there anything I can sell here? Value 10, value 45. You know, because I'm earning all this special stuff for the various characters, I'm beginning to not want to keep a lot of these. Right light seems kind of... yeah... I don't know. I'm gonna let him hang on to these for now.
Must be our lucky day here. I don't know what, Dad.
Oh yeah, he's riding on his dad's shoulders. I forgot to equip the thing. You're the only one who doesn't have a special thing, so I think I'm gonna give it to you. Also, I need to let you participate in the rights. Like, it's been a while. Your green bar has gotten quite big. I have to be fair to everyone, you know? The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations for the coming rite. Through all the ceremony, you realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the cairn of Ha'ub. She returned just as you were beginning to plan to search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. Had to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She is holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out, get out, get out! Anyhow, it looks as if the show's about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. As Pamitha departs, you see she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister Tamitha once again. You accept that as a very private matter between them. Whoa, we have constellations all of a sudden. Something else catches your notice in the sky this time. Strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. What? The greater the greater titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth, you may invite the influence of the Titan stars. I wasn't expecting this game to have the challenge modifiers for some reason. But here we are. That's unfortunate. Because I'm going to want to...
the Titan stars.
At the start of this rite, your pyre shall automatically suffer... Oh, but... Call upon the Titan stars to rank up faster. Your adversaries each shall have +8 hope. And Yislak. So that's just a general increase in difficulty, whereas these two have very concrete effects. I'm not going to do it this time because I feel like I'm still struggling with the rights a bit, but...
Yeah, no, like, it's one of those things, I would pay to...
Not, I don't know.
Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Who could stand against them in their fury?
The scribes.
You are wise to have resisted their seductions, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their power first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, make ready for the rite!
The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts herself. Pamitha, come forth. No trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her brood sister studies her for a time. Tamitha then reaches for her mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh, too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes, on the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The high-wing remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamitha cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, giving further thought to my proposal then, I have... And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now they must be questioning your loyalty. What? But I... Oh, cut with the stammering, Pamitha. It is very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoined the other exiles of the Essence, Pamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place, that I would keep her up to date about our progress, and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember, you can count on me.
Now we shall get started.
Crime of terrorism. gonna choose him to play defensively, and then I think I'm gonna go the flyer route this time.
Tizo.
I also forgot how big Tizo's aura is. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know some of that is like a boosting from their auras like combining, but goddamn. You still put your faith in me then, Rita darling, even knowing I could slip free of your influence if ever I so chose. Then I shall do my part as well. Face us, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The pain and loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Are you quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? There is no compromise here, Pamitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then so be it.
Now begin. The first of many banishments.
Haha. You thought I was gonna fall for that. Oh, I forgot that she... Ooh.
The night wings are burst to strike the adversary's flame. There.
I ran out of stamina, so I really couldn't do much there.
Tamatha thrusts herself into the searing flame. There.
No!
A deftly thwarted drive.
No. No.
No. No.
Twas dangerously close.
Was dangerously close.
The fire of resolve.
Alright, let's do this.
Edwin plunged into their fire.
Edwin plunged. You seem so distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Words you feel that I am owed, perhaps? Pamitha stops at this and reaches for her mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me. Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the Highwind remnants. Now, no more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamatha, yet here in exile, she is not but talk.
Oh, piss.
Glory to the scribes.
Yeah.
Almost pity what transpired there.
La da dee, la da da.
Tizo doused their pyre.
Now to the flame.
No! Oh, that was unfortunate. No. Oh, nicely done, nicely done. Drop it. I'm getting better at playing defensively, at least. Woohoo.
Righteous fire.
Maybe I should have welcomed the Titan's influence.
Finished here. Tizo banished.
Nicely done, nicely done.
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again. Their
Rux.
adversaries proved no match for them. The right is done.
Yeah. I think next time I'm going to invite that influence in. Just to see what it feels like. You win, Blood Sister, you win. I don't suppose that means you'll reconsider. You know that I cannot. You were always obstinate, but in that regard, and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered me is meaningless. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait, what of your comrades, the Essence? You must need them at least. Mincing my words as ever, Pamitha. Know that I do love you, in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. You are a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is the means toward the end, the likes of which you never would abide. Do you think that you could sway me from my purpose, Pamitha? Pamitha remained silent for some time. No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Just so. So then, you understand me after all. Pamitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart.
The rights do tend to teach something of trust.
No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think that there's some sort of limit to one's understanding in all this. Oh. No, considering that I was doing a good job of blocking aerial opponents, I think I'm going to go for that.
Witness the rights firsthand and be inspired. Until the stars align.
Back in the wagon after vanquishing the Essence rather decisively, you are about to join the others discussing the outcome when Volfred finds you. Good work back there, my girl. Though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, but there is something you should see. Please join me outside. Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Oh, I'm already having another... Okay. I was not expecting to say goodbye to another character so soon. I thought I had more time. The rights are calling you again to the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rights is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the withdrawn, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We shall be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say. Not a damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you and everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand. My attempts with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as you well saw. So at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. I mean, I trusted her enough to use her in the last rite. All things considered. I believe ultimately that she will stand with us. So I trust her. You expressed to Pamitha that you did not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity. And if they don't, you need but tell me to depart, and I'll be on my way. However, I've a promise that I wish to make of you. You let me stay, and I'll see this through with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamitha's disappointment in the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now after your brief conversation. That was a new page, right? Yeah, the Essence. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch Triesta Tithys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once, you of course must know, we all had wings. It is said that the people of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters, as they were. But the harps, such as Triesta, held tight the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time. But here, in this land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That, then, is the Essence. That is who they are, and what and why. I find it strange that we don't have the page on the Nightwings. Also, have y'all seen my floating ball? It seems to be missing. Faye is picking at her food. Tizo is chatting with Ruki. Ruki is, of course, chatting with Tizo. The lone minstrel is sitting still. Sandra is waiting for something to happen. Bless her soul. Wolfred is out on a stroll. Edwin is feeding the imps. Kenneth is, of course, nearby. Soliciting practice partners. Yes, I have a floating ball. I will show you the next time we are in the wagon. For now, I must make all haste back up to the mountain. Well, I tried to... Oh, Emperor's Rise. You sense Rookie shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Huh. You sense Pamitha shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Who should gain the favor? Rookie or Pamitha? Oh, I can fly freely even after arriving to the area, huh? That's good to know. Anyway, floating ball. Oh God. I need to think. I need to think. Because whoever I choose first for this is the character that's going to go free. You make landing on the sacred Mount Elodial, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Fulford finds you after a post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to Fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another of our own here there. That should raise the chances of our plan shall ultimately succeed. The Beyonder Crystal is finally seeking Tizo. Excellent. Yeah, our floating ball. I mean, it's a stone. But it defies the laws of physics. And sometimes it floats off screen and I can't play with it anymore, and it makes me sad. Posing messages atop the wagon. Sniffing for food. Up in the rafters. Talking to the scribes. Flexing his coils. Having a look around. And having a quick meal. Okay. You know what? I will do me. Don't quote that out of context, though. But I will do me. Later that day, you accompany Ruki into the sublime grandeur of Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Trieste Tithys awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Ruki's inner thoughts, as clear as if he were speaking aloud. So you scribe people, you can hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. But my family can't do nothing without me, and they've been waiting for a while now. Soon, you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Trieste Tithys has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. To quickness. Look at it, though. How can you not play with it? It even says, it exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Are you not entertained by my floating ball here? It's not perfectly okay. Yes, technically you are correct. It is not a ball, but you can play with it and imagine how a cat would react to this, right? I have no idea how that is supposed to support my claim that it's ball-like. But just you know what? You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. But its description says that it provides light entertainment. Are you not entertained by the concentrated essence that is of the grief of the world? Are you not? Are you? I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Ruki now. You find Ruki having just put his Greentail family portrait. Just put back his Greentail family portrait. There is something of a wistful look in his eyes. Then something comes over him and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, sister, I gotta level with you about something real quick here. Truth is that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates for a while, then... We ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in savings bonds, and... He seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relents before you can respond one way or another. The situation is my mom on the other side. She needs a little bit of help, financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. I always told her I'd make something of myself, you know? I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. And... No. The imps are not judgmental in any way. Nope. I refuse to believe it. Nope, that's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna cover my ears. La 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 la. Can't hear you. Over the sound of my non-judgmental imps. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess. But the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places. Flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you could probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess. But if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, sister, but I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. I'd go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling everybody that old Ricky Greentail's just a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. So he was a trafficker, and he was, yeah. You know what? Fine. I'll play with the imps instead. Does that make you happy? So, what I've been thinking for a little bit, because they were so close, I was going to send Headwind next so that he could reunite with Jody, and then together they could put the plan in motion. But now there's this whole thing with Ruki and his family, and I don't know. No one else was. I'm not entertaining anyone else's for freedom right now. I don't even think Tizo wants to leave, because the downside is the native place of the imps, you know? You sense a potent serum here. You sense something Falcon Ron values here. Falcon Ron is the slug merchant. So I think I'm going to go for this. Yay! I'm really curious as to what the powerful serum would have been, but you know what? It's fine. So Faye has a chance to gain favor, and Tizo has a chance to gain favor. I think I'm going to use Tizo in the upcoming trial, so let's... On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Luce Glorian, and Tizo happens to take notice. Hello again, old friend. I hope the stars are comforting to you. These Nightwings are as strong a spirit as I have seen. Please, look after them. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Luce Glorian has shown you favor. As if Tizo's aura wasn't already big enough. That's excellent. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward toward the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of... The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn shall state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please do just as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. Hemitha passes through the gate. Ruki passes through the gate. Tizo passes through the gate. Hedwin passes through the gate. Faye passes through the gate. Wolfred passes through the gate. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the gate guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. Okay. Again, you gain the top of Mount Elodial, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you soon shall follow Jodario from this place. And it's a grease stone with an grief stone.
Oh, hey guys, did you know it's got real awful cold up here? Sometimes just waiting for customers, so they'll come on in, okay? And good luck with the big battle you got. That is going, is I heard some exciting from my friends.
What is this? An aura burst may occur. Cannot be used by harps or saps. I don't have a sap yet. Oh, I thought I had more. You know what? I just happen to have a very pricey item for you. Oh, yes. Yes, it's very good. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my girl. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of the plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contribute to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time if possible, knowing simply that, for each one of us who goes, in so doing, he or she shall raise our total chances of success. Reader, madam, this night you shall confront the withdrawn. They have already appointed Udmildhe to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my girl, and lo, even the stars agree on this account. Not this time, but in a future non-liberation rite, you know, I'll definitely start doing that stuff. I want my characters to level up even faster. Assuming I win, of course. Or it probably takes effect even if I lose.
The Night Wings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity, but only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the withdrawn which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the withdrawn, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bog dweller Udmildhe appears from the shadows and reaches for her mask. We are known to bewitch Udmildhe, our adversaries. They are nothing to us, or the one we serve. Ye all shall be devoured in the coming age, an age of strife, wrought down by the fell wings and many-seeing eyes of Islak, the astral-born. You speak blasphemy upon this sacred site, Udmildhe. If you value your liberty, then I suggest you cease your mocking of the scribes. The scribes, they failed to stop Islak, and he shall rise again. As for ye Nightwings, ye are of no consequence to Islak's grand design. She dons her mask once more. Soon,
we shall return unto the land which Islak shall usurp, where we shall offer him our blood, and that of many, many others. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation, right? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more, the first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen of the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Oh. Rookie's not yet eligible. And neither is Pamitha, for that matter. Okay. Well, it was just these two I was struggling with. So if Rookie's not yet eligible, then I guess the decision's kind of been made for me.
Edwin.
This is my shot to go free. But I can't just leave the rest of you.
Who shall strive for him? Tizo.
Scrack! Because I got the extra blessing for him, I'm gonna go for Rookie. Yeah. Don't have to ask me twice. Not after everything Hetty and I've been through.
Very well.
Soon, Islak. Very soon we shall release thee. We shall release thee. And as for ye, Nightwings, we have much in store for ye.
Commence.
No. What? I'm stuck on something. Eh. Well, I think I'm losing this for sure. No! No, this is... Islak, we invoke thee, for we seek thy ancient strength. Befoul our enemies within thy blood. Damnation to the Nightwings. Damnation to the scribes. The invocation of Islak. Your adversary, which Milte's curse, shall summon forth dark pools of banishing ichor, wheresoever any exile is banished here this night. That's cheating. Oh, piss.
That was foolish. Ugh. Yeesh. I've used all my stamina. Well, that's the end of the ride then.
The sacred miracle has kept the flames alive.
Oh, no.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Oh, they're doing a good job of guarding their...
Brilliantly done. Quite the close call there, no?
Yes, indeed. Oh, come on. I was pushing hover. I tried to jump. No! Stamina! Why? Why? Ugh. There we go.
Rhyme. That's it. So it is.
Okay. No matter who scores now.
Already.
Nope.
There it is.
Oh, man.
The Nightwings proved their worth. Of their adversaries, the same cannot be said.
That was close.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Know that this affront against Islak has been recorded, and his vengeance shall darken the skies.
I feel like I've redeemed myself now. They're the only team that's managed to defeat me so far. It just wasn't in a liberation, right? We did it. Then I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to her that we would all go free together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Fikani, wait for me. Wait for me. He remains silent for a moment longer, then... Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I am going to find it, and I am going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible, but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone. Goodbye. Until we see each other.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Rahi!
All right. Okay, I think it's time I take advantage of that.
Until the rites begin anew.
And so another cycle ends. We return to the wagon after having prevailed against the withdrawn and the liberation rite.
Pyre!
Feels quieter already, huh? You succeeded in liberating Hedwyn, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or should I say the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more the sky is in abyssal darkness following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go once more to Moonlight Alcove. I've an errand I must run besides, once we arrive. Best we recover now, and make our way southward at first light.
Before we do that, though, let's have a chat.
Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my girl. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It is vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first, a common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot, someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities speak volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. The Fall of Sullium. From the top of Mount Elodial, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded. But that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not toward the sea, but rush toward the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backwards, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This is a path to freedom that we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. The withdrawn did spawn forth from the wild witch Melithe, in whose vigilant pursuit of the unknown and the unknowable I always felt a certain kinship. Whether the withdrawn were Mithelay's kin or by blood or merely worshippers, we trusted one another not to ask or care. What mattered was that Melithe chose the most audacious minds, who stopped at nothing short of the impossible. Though ever distant, the withdrawn revealed to us such truths about the land which long lay hidden, even to one such as I. Their knowledge ever walking into newfound depths of consciousness, they lead us all to better know ourselves. And on mercy. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Solium Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Ser. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn, as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. You once again find yourself amid the serene walkways of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. What's everybody doing? I forgot to check earlier. Atop the wagon. Digging for grubs. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's an imp. Humming softly. Wallowing on his own. Perched up on the roof. Liberated. Taking stock, and of course, also liberated. I hope they work well together. For their own sakes, but also for the sake of the plan. Because it's like the more I'm learning about the Commonwealth, the less I'm liking it. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, and I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Volfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled, and Volfred regards the group. Everyone. There is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? Lest the questions hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you, in all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together, they created all this ceremony of which we're now a part. The exiles liberated through their rights went on to found the Commonwealth, based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Milithe, and I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Night Wings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that you require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems now that the ranks of the Night Wings are complete. I don't know about complete. We are missing 2 of our number now. Now then, my girl, perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and storming sky. Okay. I'm amazed that I can offer any guidance through the clouds. Oh yeah, our night sky's filling up now. Let's see, are there any others? I think we'll go for them. I do want to give the Bog Dweller a try, so I feel like it's good to give her a try in the bog. The triumvirate you shall confront this time around shall be the Tempers, led by the demon called Ignarius. They have prevailed in the rites on many occasions in the past. The lone minstrel then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversary. Ignarius, a longtime resident of the downside, is evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited years to earn his freedom. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry Eight, where he came to symbolize its reputation. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave him a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain, who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through his tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rights, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now, at last, it is his turn. Other than the Nightwings, the Tempers have liberated more exiles than any other triumvirate. They had high hopes for Ignarius in turn. Now, good evening, reader. Wish a good night to the Lone Minstrel. Your travel shall start at first light. I don't even know if I want to talk to her. She's scary. You find Big Protrude looking about the wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Nyeh. Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in flagging hands. Then thou must be the reading one whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wish to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rights. Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madam. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Volfrid has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then, after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see the Lone Minstrel nod his head your way. Well, now I can read in peace. Rights of Flame. With these blackened nails do I hereby inscribe the rights of flame. The bylaw shall be written here in full. We the Eight decree the rights attest of one's true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rights are to regain their freedom from the downside and return from whence they came. Exile shall conduct the rights as one of 9 triumvirates and look toward the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Okay. Wait, was there another... Might have been another page. Let me look. The essential structure of the rite shall be as follows. Where chosen by the stars, within the dark of night, shall 2 triumvirates stand in opposition, far enough afield, beside their consecrated pyres symbolizing their resolve. In each triumvirate, the three shall act as one to demonstrate their trust in one another, not just in themselves. Triumvirates shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversary, whose flames are only to be staunched through the celestial orb descended from the stars. Whosoever power remains burning shall prevail. The triumvirates are to disperse. Searching the stars. We, the eight, have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence at their behest upon celestial landmarks where the downside's greater titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this, the book bestowed on your triumvirate, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversaries shall. If either of you fails to appear, then neither of you walks the path. Whether you prevail or you fail, from that point the stars shall guide you. Before each rite. The rite shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at the celestial landmark ere the stars align. Exiles shall conduct the rites bearing this book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Exiles shall wear the sacred raiments, fashioned in our likeness at the summit of Mount Elodial. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. We haven't been following that very well, have we? Exiles shall set a metal sigil for their pyre, and consecrate the grounds using the words, "The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set." Law of 3. During the rite, each triumvirate shall act as one, unerringly and without question. The disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Exiles shall move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith and recognize that they, as we the 8, cannot prevail alone. Their worth shall be determined both by their actions and their peers. Triumvirates lacking experience in this may designate a reader, whose focus on this book may help the others to coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. The burning. This is a section of the book we haven't seen yet. I guess it just revealed all of it at once. At the appointed time, at the aligning of the stars, the heavens shall rain down upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the 2 opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rite. Triumvirates are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed, before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for ye shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. The aura. Exiles bearing the raiments and this book reveal their hidden inner aura and the color of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon against in the rites. Should one's adversary cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nothingness. Seek the pyre's light, and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side with their triumvirates, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their auras through sheer force of focus on this book. How many more pages are there? The celestial orb. As the 2 flames are lit, so shall the celestial orb fall from the heavens. But one such orb shall be availed by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. Its cosmic connection to the flames, the raiment in this book bestows the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the 3 of the triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whoever acts amongst the 3. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. I find it very strange that the section of the book that explains the rules wouldn't be revealed until now. The path. In each rite, we gain enlightenment whether we prevail or we fail. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path toward enlightenment shall, at times, be struck by an epiphany and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well amongst these blessings we bestow. Thus, you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whenever you prevail, your triumvirate earns favor. In time, the triumvirate with the most favor shall be summoned to the liberation rite to earn a chance at freedom. Then, the cycle shall begin anew. Liberation. The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solium under the blooded moon, witnessed by the heralds from the stars. Here, the most favored triumvirate shall confront the one which we appoint. These two triumvirates first shall pass through Scribe's Gate, where their worth shall be assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance at freedom. 2 of their companions shall support them whilst they strive. The anointed champion of the triumvirate which prevails then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. And that is the end of what we know of the rites then. Seems like no other section of the book is available at this time. No new pages anyway. Nearby. Keeping watch from the crow's nest. Lost in prayer. Out with Wilfred. Watching the skies. Ugh. It may be just me, but I do feel like resting here between each cycle of the rites, it just feels like a good place to end my play session with this game. I realize that makes this a bit of a shorter stream, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to end the stream here. I'm going to go ahead and quit this game. But assuming it behaves right, I think I'm going to get in a little bit of transistor time. It's been a little while since I've played that game, so let me see here. Let me just change the category real quick. Transistor. Done. Franny over here like, ooh. Make sure it's updated over there. It is. Fingers crossed it launches okay. Fingers crossed it launches. I may have to play with set. Like, it's very strange. Like every time I launch Transistor, sometimes it wants to run at a very low resolution, and I have to. Well, that's weird. Now it's not wanting to launch at all. Let me stop this here. Maybe. And then let's give it another go. Yeah, it's just like it's